pencil. Post, need to post, need to post. Bum, 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 bum. What am I doing? Okay. How do I there it is. There it is. Okay. Let's see if I can get a division line tonight that is not too crooked. Actually, that's not terrible. You know what? She could be worse. She could be worse. Hello. Hi, Stacy. I'm starting another egg. Are we surprised? Not really. I have this in my brain, and my brain is not letting me relax until I make one. So we're doing just like a one color, a white and red Pysanka. Because if I don't make one of these, for some reason my brain's just telling me that it's going to cease to be if I just don't make one of these. I'm also going to try to challenge myself because there's no border on any of them. It's just a free-for-all. So I don't even remember the last time I did that. So I'm going to try. Well, hello. Oh, Emma. How did things go? How did things go at work? Let me lull you into some relaxation. Grab your emotional support beverage. And let's vent about how broken the system is. Oh, I hope it's getting better. I hope some stuff got sorted for you, and especially for your friend that's been kind of getting put through. That is not centered. It's okay, I can fix it. She went way off course. That is okay. Sometimes that happens. I hope everybody had a good Easter. I spent mine with my family, so I am now emotionally drained. Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's so hard. Nicole, that's excellent news. That's excellent. Burnout's no joke. It takes a while to come back from that. I feel like I've been stuck in just perpetual burnout since I was 30. It's probably TikTok-y. Why are you not probably YouTube-y? I'm kidding. Hello, how are you? Oh, yeah, it's hard. I hear you. Yeah, no worries. I've also been MIA. My brain's been MIA. I've been here. I don't know where my brain is, so no worries, no judgments. Never worry about going out and living your life in IRL. Never apologize for that. It's all good. Emma, I hear you. I noticed that when when I became a parent, it was like I suddenly got, like, I always thought I was a fairly caring and empathetic person, but there was something about all of a sudden having these little people that I really cared about that I just, any stories, really, that had to do with kids that are around the same age, it really, it's hard. It's challenging. It's like the first place your brain goes. And I don't know, I thought I was a fairly empathetic person before I had kids, but I just... Suddenly everything made me upset. I used to manage pretty okay, and then I had kids, and then I was just like, everything is terrible. It took me a little while to get over that and kind of get my head around around life again. I feel like have figured themselves out with condition. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they got that sorted. Oh, no worries, no worries. Probably Tiki Taki. I'm gonna probably keep calling you probably Tiki Taki. I'm sorry. If you want me to call you anything else, let me know. It's just like, that's what I know you as. It's probably Tiki Taki. And it just, I can't, once I have something in my brain, it doesn't go away. Like this flippin' egg. For anybody that didn't see, I showed Stacy at the beginning, but this has taken a hold of my brain, and it's like one of those things, you know, when you get an idea in your head and it until you get it, until you do it, your brain's not gonna let it go. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. It works okay. Oh, you know what? That's good. I'm glad that they will let you have some extra time if you need, particularly if it's something that strikes a chord. That's hard. That's really... I mean, you know you're doing good work. You know that you're making a huge difference and you're helping people out during a time that, you know, they are desperate for help. But it doesn't mean that it's easy. And it doesn't mean that it is going to feel great all the time, which is like sucks. But make sure you keep doing your self-care. I know, like, it's such a meaningless phrase now, self-care, but make sure you keep on top of your own mental health, because it's so easy to get I don't know, I find me when I'm in lines of work like that, I get real nihilistic real quick. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but I just, oh, the nihilism, she takes hold. It's not good. It's not good. Oh, I'm so glad you like your supervisor. That's so important. That's so good. That's going to make a huge, huge difference. When I've worked at places like that, if like the person you're working kind of like directly with, if you like them, it feels like it just, oh my God, it makes all the difference in the world. It really, really does. I feel like I should know what kind of design I'm doing, but I really genuinely don't. I have no idea what's happening. I know it's going to be red and white. I'm just kind of letting my brain flow. Yesterday kind of took it out of me, and I just need to let it flow tonight. Just gonna let it flow tonight. Yeah. Oh God, isn't that so true? Like how we're just like conditioned. I find this is very much I don't want to say I find it very much a female thing, because I know male presenting people are definitely conditioned to like be tough, and the only emotion you're allowed to express are like anger and lust, right? Those are the only acceptable emotions for them to express. So I know they tend to have their issues as well, but I just feel like women were conditioned right from the get-go, right from when we're really, really young, to just ignore our needs. And just God forbid you ever ask for what you are desperately needing. It's so hard to ask for help. My friend was lecturing me just the other day about how I'm not good at asking for help, and I was like, you are correct. You are correct. Oh, it's so much easier said than done. But the more often we request help when we need, or just something as simple as an extra 5 minutes that really is so inconsequential, but we're so scared to ask for those things. The more we ask for what we need, the better we will get at asking for it, and the more comfortable we will get at asking for it. It's like setting boundaries. The more often you're setting boundaries, the better you get at setting them. Okay. Well, that'll be that side. I think I'm going to do 2 completely different sides on here. And absolutely no band in the middle. You know what I kind of feel like doing almost a little bit is having a little something at the top, a little something at the bottom, and each side. But I don't know. I'm going to start with each side, and I'm just going to go from there. I'm just going to let this egg tell me what it wants me to do. It's going to be one of those, the egg decides where we're going tonight. The night was about, they were reaching burnout because they're supporting everyone without any support for themselves. Yeah, like we're just... And like we've heard that whole analogy with the oxygen mask and yada, yada, yada. Like we've heard that before. And it's like, you're like, oh yeah, I know. Of course I do that, yada, and it's like, but do you? But do you actually? Or have you just heard that analogy 1,000 times, nodded and smiled, and then never done it in practice, you know? Calling myself out right now. Calling myself out right now. Oh, my God. I am on, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on day 5 of our spring break. If you also have children at home right now because they're on spring break, my thoughts are with you. Everybody grab your emotional support beverage and hydrate. If you don't have an emotional support beverage nearby, grab one of the 12 glasses of water on the nightstand beside you and just chug one of those. Oh, there's like 12 things I want to do. No, that's not gonna work. Hang on. Egg is changing its mind. Hang on. Yes, go get a big old cup of water. Hides the coffee. Do you know what? If you can drink coffee past 4 p.m. in the afternoon, I am so happy for you. I have not known that life for a while now, and I feel like if I did do that, it would have such disastrous repercussions that I would never be seen or heard from again. But if you can have coffee after about 4 p.m., then good for you. I am so happy for you. I remember that life. I remember it fondly. I can't do it anymore. The anxiety. She comes on full swing and she goes, "Oh, hello, what's this? What are you doing?" And then it just goes badly. It goes so badly. My emotional support beverage is a mostly gone bottle of Dr. Pepper. Oh. Yep. It tastes so good. Did I forget to plug in my Kiskas? I sure did. Who the hell What kind of a rookie operation am I running? Good God. My emotional support beverage has been one of these giant, what is this called? It's called like, it's filthy. Let me not show this on, it's called a Bubba. I'm not lying. It's called a Bubba. But, oh, I cannot have any. Oh, yeah, that's true. Especially some of us neurodivergents. Especially some of us neurodivergent peeps. Sometimes the caffeine is just enough to relax you, let you have a damn nap. Sometimes, I do find overall coffee relaxes me. My issue is it piques my anxiety so badly. And it doesn't happen right away. It happens like a few hours after I have it. All of a sudden, I'm just like really super anxious. And I'm like, okay, well, what happened to that nice relaxed feeling? That nice relaxed, focused, calm feeling I had? Where did that go? And she's gone. Never to be seen from again. And it makes me sad. Let's see. Let's go here. I'm kind of intrigued to see kind of how detailed I could get one of these, even just using 2 colors. I'm trying to challenge myself is what I'm saying. My friend did the most beautiful on the weekend. She did an egg, and it was like kind of inspired by Chinese pottery, and it was just blue and white, just a white egg with glacier turquoise, and it was so freaking pretty. Oh, it was so pretty. Make any trips, I just won't drink water. Hi Sierra, I'm all about the flavored waters, the carbonated flavored waters. Fell asleep about do you know what? Can I tell you my hot take? I don't like Tim Hortons coffee anymore, and I think McDonald's coffee is far superior. I think McDonald's coffee is way better than Tim Hortons coffee. I feel like... Oh, Nicole, yep. Yeah, isn't it fun? All the things when you have space in your brain available. All the sense that you start to make of things and your whole life just falls together like a puzzle, and you're like, oh, look at that. I see where everything connects. But you weren't able to do that when your brain was noisy, but as soon as your brain's quiet, it's like, oh, look at all the ways. Look at all the ways. Look at all the things I've done with my life. Y'all want to hear me shout about how much I love Dutch Bros again? Didn't we have like a whole conversation about Dutch Bros in the chat one night? Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, I still haven't fixed my Discord. I meant to and I forgot. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. I did not mean to. It just happened. Maybe I should do One of these just so I can keep it. Yeah. Give myself a marking line so I can keep it kind of, make an attempt to keep it evenly spaced at least. Just pretend. Just pretend to keep it evenly spaced. See, Sierra, I used to feel about Tim Hortons the way you feel about Dutch Bros. Really? See, that's how I used to be with Tim's. That's how I used to be with Tim's. Hannah, hi. I used to be obsessed with Tim Hortons. Obsessed. It was like, it was far superior. It was the best one around. And then they sold it to a different, like, the parent company, whatever. They sold it. And I swear to God, I feel like my theory is whatever coffee they were using for Tim Hortons, they sold that to McDonald's. So McDonald's has that now. And Tim Hortons has a new one. Because I feel the way about McDonald's coffee now that I used to feel about Tim's. There's nothing wrong with the Discord. I just need... Mine just went all funny for whatever reason. And I just need to delete and reinstall the app. But I had to wait to do that because I couldn't remember my password. And I knew I wrote it down somewhere. But now I found my book with all of my passwords. So I can delete and reinstall Discord and fix it. It's just, event chat is the only thing it's showing me. McDonald's coffee is Tim's old coffee. Nicole, are you serious? Because this has been like an ongoing theory of mine. I feel like somebody told me like a while ago that they did do this, but I wasn't sure if I imagined it or not because I really, really feel like they did. Oh, that's so... You could, like, cuddle and read books all day in bed. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Emma, picture this. Just let me live vicariously through you for a minute, please. Picture this. You and her. It's like a rainy day. You both end up with a day off together. And you make plans... But it's like the weather's crappy outside and you're like, that's okay. We can make other plans. And you get in like your comfiest clothes and you make like a wonderful cup of tea and you like curl up in bed together. You light a candle. There's some incense. There's rain pitter-pattering on the window. There's a cat curled up at your feet purring. And you just lay in bed all morning, just side by side, laying together in peaceful silence, reading. Doesn't that sound so nice? Sorry, I've pictured the scenario in my head a few times. I'm just really happy that you found yourself another little bookworm. I love that for you. Iced hazelnut mocha with oat milk. Ooh. Ooh. I know I need... Nicole, you sound like Sarah. Sarah also told me I need a password manager. Okay, Nicole, I swear to God. We must have heard the same... I think this is like one of those like Canadian things. Like... But I think we're right. A cute local bookshop, then a cute local coffee shop. Oh my God. Why did I marry a man? I agree. McDonald's Coke also tastes better. At that also, I agree. I don't know what it is. McDonald's coffee and McDonald's Coca-Cola. I don't know what it is. Did my dog just pee on the floor again? If I had money, I would tear out all of this carpet and I would just put in some linoleum, hardwood flooring, whatever it is. I don't care. The stuff that you can just have your dog pee and it wipes up. Whatever kind of flooring that is, I need it all over my house. You guys. Your phone has a password manager. Just save the password. Not me being old on the internet. Not me being old on the internet. Oh, Emma, you sound Twitter-pated. I love this. The straws are longer. It makes the bubbles bubblier. I don't like bubbly pop, though, and I like their Coca-Cola. I thought they were just putting more syrup in it, so it was like sweeter. That's what I thought was happening. What is going on upstairs? Is that a oh, remember when I broke this the other night and I said I would fix it? I forgot. That's right. I broke one. Okay. Just kidding. Never mind. It's fine. Okay. All right. Friends, do you remember when we used to be young and Twitter-pated? Some of you are still young and Twitter-pated, and I love that for you. What was that? They shipped it in metal containers. Ah. Maybe that's where all the glitter is. Did you see that one TikTok where they went on a whole thing, like a very, very detailed analysis about the glitter? And it was boats and fake marble countertops, I think what it was. The ratio of syrup to water and carbonation is higher. Okay. Cecile, that makes sense. Cecilia, I feel like that's... I feel like I noticed that when I have their Coca-Cola. It just feels sweeter. Somehow. More delicious. Not McDonald's getting me hooked on sugar. Where's my little tool? Do I have one of my little tools handy, or is it all the way upstairs? Nope, I have one. Nope, I don't. Do I? Maybe. Oh, I do. I have my blue one. All right, hang on. Oh God, I just gotta reach through here and grab something. Hang on. Oh, I love that. Are you gonna do the are you gonna do that thing where you're like, I've never dated women before. I'm just gonna try dating. I'm just gonna dip my toe in the water. I'm just gonna take things slow. I've, been in all these relationships with men. I'm just gonna enjoy my time dating for a while. I'm not gonna rush into it. And then you're gonna turn into the whole U-Haul lesbian stereotype. Get engaged right away in 3 months. I'm not making fun of you. I'm happy for you. It's cute. I love when people are Twitter-pated and things are new and exciting and you're all young and you have your whole lives ahead of you. I think that's so cute. And their Sprite makes people sneeze. Is it too carbonated? That's so weird. But restaurant chains, they wouldn't carry Coca-Cola, just Pepsi to sell more Pepsi. That wild. That's funny. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed, but that is such a Pepsi thing to do. I feel like I know so many people that like they, you know, they're in relationships with men and so they decide to, you know, expand their horizons and they, you know, I'm just not going to rush into anything. I'm just going to take my time. Immediately, first woman they start dating, fall in love and get married. Like immediately. Like I feel like I've heard that story so many times. Whatever happens. Honestly, sometimes it's just nice to go out and have good experiences, you know? Sometimes it's just be fun to be Twitter-pated. Please don't ask me what I'm doing because I don't know. Sure. Oh, I will not be going and seeing it in theater, so feel free. I have this bad habit where I don't watch movies until like 7 years after they've been out of the theater, so you don't have to worry about spoilers with me, but if anybody else is planning to go see it, speak now. Oh, I've said that all the time. If anything happens with my spouse, it's like I'm just gonna get another cat and carry on, honestly. I'm cashing in a galactic gaslighting. What planet are we blaming? The moon was last week. Oh, Mercury. Mercury hasn't had any heat in a while. Can we blame Mercury? Let's blame Mercury. Let's blame Mercury. Yeah, it's just the like, just the concept of men sometimes. Drew wants to see it. See what? What did I miss? Oh, gotcha. Drew wants to see it, so you're going to put in your headphones so he can't hear the chat. Gotcha. I was like, see what? What does he want to see? What did I do? What did I promise? I don't remember. That's cute. Oh God, that's funny. You're just having a day. Oh, Sierra. I know. I wish I could say anything other than I know. Those days and how hard those days were are just so. Actually, I think I want to do this first. They're so fresh in my brain. It's challenging on a level. It's the sleep deprivation is what it is. It's the sleep deprivation. It's the having to make decisions constantly about everything. Like you're just you are making decisions all day long. And by 5 p.m. you are just so full of decision fatigue, and the thought of making dinner makes you want to cry, and everyone's like, just meal plan, and you're like, that's great. I haven't even had time to have a shower in the last 4 days. So when am I going to have a moment to meal plan? Like, if I get a moment where there's not a child screaming directly into my face, I'm going to go to the bathroom, quite frankly, alone, without an audience. I remember those days so well. They were so real. Sierra, you know, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. You can come here and you can vent all you want about how freaking hard it is to parent a toddler and a baby simultaneously. I understand that on a real level. God, my sleep deprivation was so bad. I hardly remember the first year of Eva's life. I really don't. I got an average of 4 hours of sleep a night, cumulative, for the first 10 months of her life, and I was not well. Like, I ended up at the doctor's office. I was not well. It's challenging on just a whole other level. Oh, yeah. No, I remember I had a friend of mine that had trouble conceiving, and they had to go through quite a bit of extra stuff in order to have a baby. And so then she finally got pregnant, with 2, ended up losing one of them, but one stayed, and so she ended up having a baby, and like went through just hell and back to have this child, and was so excited to be a mom, and then just had a really challenging high needs baby, as sometimes happens. And like, and I remember her describing the absolute mind F, because she wanted to have this baby so bad and went through so much to just have this baby, that she felt like she wasn't allowed to complain because she went through so much and wanted to have a baby so badly. And I was like, no, man, it doesn't matter how you got here. It's still hard. It's hard for all of us. Like, it doesn't matter if you had like an easy time getting pregnant or not. Once they're here, it's like all's fair game. Like, it all is hard. Like, you're allowed to complain. Like, it's all good. So it's such a mind F. You know what? I think those guys have seen houses that were way worse than yours, and you don't need to worry. I do the same thing every time, like, a repairman comes to my house. I'm like, I'm sorry. And they're like, oh, no, this is fine. Trust me. This is fine. Boopy! Is Boopy here? I didn't see you, Boopy. Hello! I love the people that clean before the cleaning lady comes. To be fair, Um, to be fair, what happened? Oh my gosh, Boopy, I'm lost. I am so lost. Power throuple activate. Oh my goodness, what happened? Speaking of vicariously living through the young ones, Boopy, what is going on in your life? What happened? Oh, wow, I missed something. Oh my gosh, I missed something. Oh, wow. Sometimes I miss being young. And then I remember what it's like being young. And then I'm happy I'm an old fuddy-duddy. How's that? Your coworker accidentally kissed you goodbye? Am I reading this right? Oh. Why did I feel like that was cute? Was it just like a knee-jerk reaction? Like... Yeah, sorry, Sierra, that's what I was saying. To be fair, most times when you hear people saying like, "Oh, I have to clean before the cleaning lady gets there tomorrow," or whatever, they're not cleaning. What you're doing is organizing, right? If you are like me, and some of you are just a chaos goblin, and your whole house is just chaos all the time. And like, there's papers everywhere, there's clothes everywhere, your kid's art project is all over the living room floor, you know, like the dog ripped open one of his toys and there's like stuffing all over the spare room and the bathroom, and like, it's just chaos at all times. And so when the cleaning person is coming, you're not cleaning per se, like, it's not like you're like cleaning the toilet or like scrubbing floors or anything, because you know that they're gonna do that tomorrow, but you're trying to just find the floors so that they can come and clean them, is what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's not that you're cleaning, you're trying to find the surfaces so that they are able to clean. I'm a chaos goblin, I understand. This is it. Not accidentally. Okay. Sierra, I'm feeling the same. It's precious, but also presumptuous. Well, I'm moving my stuff so he can vacuum up the crumbs and make it not sticky. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, Sierra, I too have a doom room. If I had an attached garage, my garage would absolutely be my doom room. I don't have a doom box, I have a doom room. If company is coming over, I'll absolutely have a doom room. I mean, you came right home and immediately discussed it with your partner, so I think that's like a big thing, right? At the end of the day, that's like for you. And them to, like, figure it out, right? That's for you and her to figure out how you feel about it. You know? You are young. You got your whole life ahead of you. If you talked about it with your partner and this ends up being something that you guys are okay with, then you're okay with it. You know? If you decide or she decides like, hey, I'm not okay with this, you know, then you... Maybe your coworker thought you were single. Does your coworker think you're single? I missed that. Do we know that? Organized and put away and really cleaned up. Aww. Aww. Did we figure out we can at people in the chat? Do we have that figured out? I feel like we spent one of our chats complaining about that. Because none of us could figure it out. This one is being... I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. It's being temperamental. Am I gonna have to walk away? Am I gonna have to walk away from you? Or am I just gonna keep putting wax and making it worse? Do I need more wax? I think I absolutely do. Okay. I'm running out of wax. There's my sheet wax. There is my, come to me, don't go away. Come to me. No, there's wax in here. Are you clogged, little Kiska? Do I need to unclog you? Are you gonna make me find my fine wire? I went and I took all my stuff. And I'm not seeing any tags either, and I'm on a laptop. Interesting. Interesting. I took all my stuff to my friend's place so I could we could do eggs over there with her and her kids, my kids, and now my stuff's all, it's in different places and I don't have it in my usual I don't have my usual chaotic setup. I have a different chaotic setup and I'm not used to it. I have no idea what's going on with chat. Ah. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, let's see if I can get this. The Kiska unclogged. Are you? Do I need a finer wire? Might need a finer wire. I thought this was my fine wire. Maybe it's not. It is definitely not. Am I still going to try to force it? Yes, I am. That's not going to work. Okay. Well, dang it. Are you a fine wire? Let's see. Dear God. You figured out the tagging on YouTube? Wow! Look at you guys, smarty pants. That only took like 3 lives. That's not bad. That's pretty darn good, I'd say. It would probably take me 45, so... Scoopy scoop scoop. Scoopy scoop scoop. How was everybody's Easter? Do not eat lemon gelato and drink Diet Pepsi at the same time. Yeah, that sounds like a not so great idea. Oh my. Yeah, lemon gelato specifically, a Diet Pepsi would, I don't know. Lime and see, I've had lime and lime and Diet Coke or lime and Coca-Cola. Love that. A cherry Coke, oh my God. When I was like 10 years old, that was my drink. Was cherry Coke. Because Daryl Hannah's character in Steel Magnolias, when she goes to the wedding and the bartender's like, what'll it be? And she's like, cherry Coke. I was like, I want to be like her. I want my favorite drink to be a cherry Coke. And I went through a hot minute of drinking cherry Coke because of that movie. And that one scene, I don't know why. Just the glass of cherry Coke he pours her in the movie. It just looks like the most delicious glass of soda. Not, I won't say pop. Even though it sounds so bizarre to me to call it soda. The slander. The lemon and orange slander. Morgan, hi. Morgan's watching when she should be at a meeting. I love it. How's this one? Is this one working yet? No, I need to find my fine, extra fine cleaning wire. Will you work, I wonder? Come, watch me try to shove a tiny wire into an even tinier hole and get angry in frustration. Doesn't that sound like a relaxing way to spend your time? Oh, I got it. Let's see. Kind of, not really. Okay, I think we got her working. I think we got her working. I love grapefruit, but it does that thing with meds where it like causes meds not to work, and I'm always sad when I can't have it because I do love the taste of grapefruit. It is delicious. Does anybody remember the science of why grapefruit messes with... I was having this conversation with my brother the other day. I cannot remember. Ashley, I'm sorry that guy was such a dink today. That sucks. He's just being a dink. Sometimes it is worth it. Something about enzymes, yeah. Oh, I love grapefruit. Boopy, I'm so sorry that guy was being a dink today. Sometimes people just... I think sometimes people go to restaurants and they go to like retail places so they can... just so that they can lord over the staff there and feel important and special. I swear to God. People do that just when they're like bored. I swear to God. Oh, I'm sorry your Easter kind of sucked. Why is he in there on Easter? Why isn't he at home with his family? They probably don't like him either. They probably told him to go to the store. They probably gave him a home project to do so they'd get him out of the house because he was annoying them, I bet. I haven't watched this dynamic play out within my own family. Not once. Not once. Yeah, people suck. I want to say something profound, but honestly, sometimes people just suck. Some people decide that they're in a bad mood and they're going to go out into the world and run errands just so that they can take their bad mood out on other human beings. I swear to God, people do this and I don't know why they do it. When I'm in a bad mood, I stay home so that I don't take it out on anyone. You know? Sierra, I like it when you're spicy. Spicy is fun. I'm an Aries. I can't help it. I think spicy is fun. Sometimes spicy is fun. Sometimes you just gotta sometimes the world needs a little spice, you know? Sometimes you gotta be that person to let somebody know that they're not acting right. Sometimes you gotta be somebody's story, you know? The story that they tell their friends and family. Sometimes you gotta be somebody's story. You know? Stores have consumer apps for, as if he would know how to open his phone and use an app. Let's be honest. Boopy, I'm betting you know as well as I do that that dude probably doesn't know how to work his phone. Let's be honest. Yeah, I'm the same way. When I'm in a bad mood, I just stay home. Why would I want to, you know, go out and be in a bad mood outside around people? Why would I do that when I could just stay home? You know what? Sometimes it works so good with kids. Just like, hi, Morgan. Just getting them into a different environment. Like, just getting them out of the house can completely change their moods. It always worked for me. Although what usually happened is I'd have one kid in a terrible mood, one kid in a good mood. Guess which one? And the one that was in the good mood, we'd go out somewhere, and then she'd end up in a bad mood because she'd be overstimulated. And the one that was in the bad mood was suddenly in a good mood because she finally got some, you know, stimulation, some entertainment. Change of scenery. Guess which one was which? They're very excited about the tagging. Although I feel like some people can still see it and some people can't. If I was reading that correctly. Okay, I need to fix this one. This one is not even at all the same size. Gotta fix her. They're very excited. They got tagging. They got tagging down. Let's fresh air, sunshine, water are the 3 ways to fix bad mood. Yeah. Can I just say something that really helped me a lot in the pandemic? When we couldn't, like, that first lockdown, when we couldn't leave the house and my kids were just, like, clawing at the walls. You go to the dollar store and get you some glow sticks. Put your toddler in the bathtub. Dim the lights. And just put a ton of glow sticks in the bath. They have the best time. They have the best damn time. You have a toddler in a bad mood? Let's do that. Turn their whole goddamn day around. Looks like they're having a rave. Baby's first rave. But you know what? Sometimes you need your toddler to just be entertained and to stop screaming for 5 seconds. And then you can sit in the other corner of the bathroom and nurse your baby in peace and quiet. For toddlers or for anyone? Because I feel like the glow stick bath works for anyone. I feel like it would. I feel like I may have done it. Well, like, what do you do as adults, right? What do you want to do? You want to light a bunch of candles, have yourself a nice relaxing bubble bath. Why not have a glow in the dark bath? The package of glow sticks, you know? Outdoor water table is the lifesaver. Oh, yeah. See, when you live somewhere that you can use a water table for more than 3 months of the year. That's lovely. That's lovely. I love that for you. Do you know what? It's just fun to climb in. Like, you have like a whole bunch of bubbles. Throw a bath bomb in there, and then you have like a bubbling, and it's like you throw some like green glow sticks in there, and it looks like you're climbing into like a witch's brew or something for a bath. It's great. It's fun. I'm just saying, a bubbling, glowing bathtub, like, that's kind of fun. No matter like what age you are, that's kind of fun. Who doesn't want to climb, like, double bubble toiling in trouble, like, while you sink down into the bubbles? Like, that's kind of fun, right? That's kind of fun. We only have like 2 months where we should maybe not use it. We have like 2 months where we maybe should use it. We're the opposite of you. Oh, that's so cute. You've got a couple ghost candles. You had a couple ghost candles holding strong for you. Oh, what do I? Let's just keep going and see where I end up. I for sure am trying bathtub rave time. I'm telling you. For $1? For $1 and like a bath bomb, like, you can't plan a better Sunday night, you know? Aw, absolutely talk your dad into going. Is it looking a little frozen? It kind of is looking a little frozen too. It's not going to. I'm about to turn these into leaves. I think I am. Maybe I'm not. You know what? I think I am. I see it. I see a little bit of frozen too. Oh, wow. You had a, whoops, sorry, I hit the thing. I'm sorry, Hannah. You had a whole experience today. Oh, do you know what? I was having like a weird, what was I doing? I was doing that maladaptive daydreaming thing. And I was like, all of a sudden I was picturing myself as an astronaut in space. I'm like, what would happen if I just floated away? And then I started like George Clooney in that one movie, like just floats out to space. And I was thinking like, what would I do if that happened? And then I was like, I mean, that's kind of a peaceful way to go, right? Like, that's not bad. Then I thought, I wonder if this is a healthy thought to be randomly thinking of while I'm cleaning a toilet, you know? Sierra, I think you might have to go to the doctor, my dear. I think you might have to go. You took some spicy picks and didn't know you took spicy picks? Am I reading that right? How do you take spicy picks that you don't know are spicy? Are you going to be able to wait till next week? I feel bad. I feel like you're in a lot of pain, Sierra. Hannah, I don't see the tagging either if you feel better. If it makes you feel better at all. Have that kind of thought at random. Yeah, just like always when I'm doing menial tasks, I'll just be like, what's the most bizarre way I could die? like, I don't know why. Always during menial tasks. Every time. What are all the ways that I could die? That's helpful. Do you know what, Hannah? And that's what I was thinking of today. I was like, I think I'd be horrified for a minute. And then I'd just be okay with it. I'd be like, you know what? I had a good run. Really? This is not the worst thing? This is not the worst way to go? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm just gonna vibe and sail out into space. I spent way too much time thinking of this today. I love that everybody's getting so excited about tagging. This is so cute. I love it. Either way, Sierra, I hope all that famous last words. I'll Google it later. Famous last words. This is why my Discord still isn't fixed. This is why I still don't have emotes on Twitch. This is why I still don't have merch. I'll Google it later. Never Googles it later. Never Googles it later. But it's okay. You know what? Eventually, one day, I will randomly have the spoons, and I will just be following the dopamine, and that'll be the day out of nowhere that I'll be like, now is the time to Google it. Oh, it is called that, isn't it? That old friend? It's the worst when I'm driving. I have to, it used to really upset me. Like, why do, like, where you're driving, you're like, what if I just, driving in the car, what if I just, like, and it used to really upset me. And it really used to bother me. I used to think there's something so horrendously wrong with me. And then I just made my peace with the fact that sometimes my brain does that. And I know I'm not going to act on it. It's just, we're working through some stuff and, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's been well talked about. It's been talked about for many years in depth, in detail, with many medical professionals. When my stress gets up, It happens when my stress goes up. It never totally goes away. It just is less, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's less, not less, I can't remember the word. It's left my brain. It's not as consistent, I guess, when I'm in a good place mentally. And then when intrusive thoughts for the loss, yeah. When my anxiety goes up, that's when I get those. It's just one of those things. I'm telling you, man. It's a stress. It's a stress. Yeah. It's when the anxiety and the stress goes up, the intrusive thoughts go up. And if I the mental mind games I have to play with myself. If I panic about them, then it gets worse. And if I just sort of like look at myself, my brain kind of like from that third person, like omniscient place, like, okay, these are thoughts passing through. These are not me. This isn't who I am. This is just a funny trick my brain is playing. And it's okay. And it'll pass. And I have to, like, I have a whole, yeah. No, I do. It, when they get, to, what is the, I cannot remember words right now to save my life. It's when they get really consistent, like they're consistently happening. That's when I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, so we need another counseling session. Like I can kind of, I'm getting better at recognizing earlier on when things are starting to become a problem and I need to go and do another little bout of the talk therapy and kind of work through some stuff. It's I know my triggers, and if I can avoid them, I do pretty well, but sometimes during holidays I can't avoid certain triggers, so I have to just kind of decide how much I can handle and set a limit and stay within it, you know? Oh, yeah. It's not something that I take lightly. It is unfortunately something that I have at this point in time a lot of experience managing, and I'm able to catch it in time now, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm able to catch it in time is really kind of the only phrase that really explains it, but remember when I was talking about like being able to ask for help at the beginning of the live, if anybody was here for that? I'm getting better now at detecting when it's we're entering into a no-go zone, you know? And I'm getting better at asking for help earlier. So it's like kind of one of those things, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things. Nip it in the bud. Yeah, it's a real, and it's so funny too, because your brains are funny. My brain especially. But it really does a good job of lying to me. it really does a good job of like, no, you're fine. You're okay. You need to, you just need to try a little harder. You just need to do this. You just need, yeah, you're not really doing anything, are you? You're kind of just getting lazy. You're just not living up to any of the things you're supposed to be doing, are? And it just like, and it's this little trickle of thoughts that come in, and it just snowballs, and it's like, how did you do that? How did you sneak in here? How did you sneak in here? You know, when people talk about like naming their mental illness, like sometimes you wake up and there's a Chad in the room and you're like, what the hell, Chad? How did you get here? It's like that. It's like it can sneak in. Chad likes to sneak in. Yeah, well, it's like, so you need so much like self-awareness, and sometimes being self-aware is exhausting and it feels like incredibly narcissistic, but it's just, you just gotta, if I want to be able to catch Chad the second he walks in the room, I gotta be on the lookout for Chad, you know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it 100. That is what I would refer to it. A middle school, like 13-year-old girl, and a nightmare mother-in-law is how I would explain it. And unfortunately, my oldest has the same thing. Ooh. So I'm trying to teach her what I've learned over the years. It's not, I don't want to say that they turn off, because it's not like they go away. They still pop up here and there, especially like I said, when I'm stressed out or when I'm in like a very triggering environment. It's not that they turn off, it's just that I'm able to recognize, like, that's not me, that's Chad. Like, Chad's an asshole. Whatever. Like, it's like they don't have power anymore, if that makes sense. Like, I don't take them seriously when I start having those thoughts. I'm like, oh yeah, there's that jerk that lives in my head. And that took a lot of years to be able to do that. To be like, you know what, this isn't me. This isn't who I am. This isn't what I'm about. I wouldn't... It's also that thing where my kid is only going to learn this skill if I model it for her, you know? So I don't try to, I don't know, I don't try to change the thoughts. I just call them out and be like, yeah, this is a jerk that I don't listen to. I just let the thoughts be there and like, whatever. John needs to be put on a list, apparently. Fake wood look vinyl. Oh, sleep regressions are the worst. It's probably because he's not feeling good. Yeah, hopefully you can get him back on track. The opposite of narcissism, what? Extreme self-awareness. It feels kind of narcissistic, but... I think too, with like the intrusive, really negative thoughts, I think really questioning where those thoughts come from was another thing that helped me to not take them seriously. Like that, you know, when you hear people say that phrase, consider the source. Like if you get a criticism or a critique on something, you gotta consider the source. Once I started to investigate that, I'm like, now where does this thought come from? Where does this belief come from? Like where, and like you start seeing things that like family members or like a boyfriend from high school once said to you, and you're like, why am I still letting these thoughts like control my life? Oh my God. It makes it a lot easier to leave them behind, you know? Aww. Oh, 4 months is hard. 4 months is hard. Aww. You're not in a bad mood. I don't think you're in a bad mood. I don't find you're in a bad mood. Especially for how little sleep you're getting. Telling you guys though, glow stick bath works for anybody. Hi, Kieran. Oh, it's been over 20 years of therapy and counseling and medications and doing all of the books and all of the workbooks and all the different types of therapies and all the different types of counselors and trying all the different kinds of medications and reading all the books and more books and a lot. It's worth it. Like, I'm glad to have done all of that work. Would it have been nice to not have to do any of it? Yeah. But meh. There's worse things to do with your time, you know? I had, when I was 21, 22, I had hair down to like my butt. 21, I think it was like 2021. I had hair down to my butt. And I had always been told that I had the most beautiful hair and I could never cut it because I had the most beautiful hair and I should never cut it. And I just wanted once in my life to have a pixie cut. And this was right around, like right after. Do you know what though? If you're apologizing to your toddler, you're doing good. Because toddler is going to learn that not everybody is perfect, and when you make a mistake, you apologize and you carry on, and that's a really good thing for toddlers to learn, you know? You know? That's what I've found anyways. There's quite a few times where I had to look at my kids and be like, I'm so sorry. Mommy lost her mind for a moment there. Thank you for your patience. I'm back now. Mommy, you yell. Uh-huh. Can we put our shoes on now? Okay. There was one day Eva, I think I have it on video somewhere, where Eva was like, ha ha ha, I'm Mummy, I'm Mummy, I'm Mummy, get in the van, ha ha ha, I'm Mummy, get in the van. She was doing impressions of me, yelling at my children to get in the van. Oh yeah, toddlers are very forgiving. And then they'll do impressions of you and make you feel real good about yourself. I have it on video somewhere. It's the funniest damn thing. Toddlers, they'll humble you. It's lovely. It's wonderful. And it's hilarious. Yeah, it was her impression of me. It was her impression of me. Yeah, that's what I told myself. I was like, I don't think I'm invoking fear in these children at all if they walk up to me and find it hilarious to do impressions of me when I'm mad at them because they're not listening. She was like 3 years old, 2.5, 3 years old when she did that. Thought it was the funniest damn thing. My kids have never been scared of me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll let you know in about 10, 15 years. Yeah. Mommy's about to lose her shit, so how about you leave for a couple minutes and then you don't have to watch this and I don't have to feel horribly terrible later. How about you go watch a show? My problem is my kids, I would be like, hey, I'm about to lose it. I'm really overstimulated. I just need a break. Can you just give me a minute? I just need a minute. Just let me go to the bathroom. And it wouldn't matter. They would keep screaming. Fun times. I have a theory that hydrogen peroxide. Oh my goodness. Okay, my kids keep getting nosebleeds lately. It's so dry here. I'll have to remember that. Oh. Oh, Boopy, have a good night. Sleep well. Oh my goodness. Sierra, I've lived that. I've lived that. Well, they do say that, like, cleaning your home or doing any care tasks while there's children at home is like shoveling during a blizzard. They're literally undoing your work as you're doing it. It's so fun. And when you're not sleeping and you have all of the patience in the world, it just makes it even better, right? So fun. My thing was always I would set them up with like a show or something and try to clean the kitchen. And I'd be like feeling so good and so accomplished because, oh, I got the kitchen clean. It was so gross. Now my kitchen's clean. And while I was cleaning the kitchen, they absolutely destroyed the living room. Like, just destroyed it. It's that feeling of just like, it just never ends. It just never ends. Can throw my child onto the bed. Hi, Jay. Oh, Hannah, this is good to know. I now have a white dog. Yeah, that was me, Emma. I was like, because I taught dance and I taught really little kids, right? Like I would teach as young as like 3-year-olds all the way up. And I always did really good with kids. And I went and I got like a whole degree in psychology, and I had to do child development classes, part of my degree. And growing up, I had a brother with cerebral palsy, or I have a brother with cerebral palsy, I should say. And so you had for communication and stuff, and he would spell stuff out on his board, you know, or use his touch talker and things. You have to be patient and let them finish the sentence. And I just really thought, I was like, I'm a patient person. Like, I really thought, because I had all of these other examples of, you know, being patient and doing a good job with it, I just thought that it was going to go really well. And then I got 2 smaller versions of myself, and turns out I am great with being patient with other people and not myself. But I think some people are just naturally good people, and I needed a little help, and that's why I needed to become a parent. Some people are just good people. I needed a little bit of help. So becoming a parent was very good for me. I have to be tricked into taking care of myself. And what's good for me is also good for the kids. So having kids made me trick myself into also taking care of myself. So there's that. It's all well and good when you can give them back. Yeah. Yup. Yeah. Well, and the thing that I really noticed too is how badly my kids triggered me. Because some of their toddler-like behaviors were very similar to other people in my life that were full-grown adults, and the absolute just complete lack of like personal space and boundaries was really triggering for me. And I felt so bad for being triggered by my kids, but it made sense once I put that together, why my kids were so triggering. And once I made that connection, then it felt better. Because I beat myself up over it last and was just like, oh, yep, this is... It's not that I'm mad at my kids. It's not that I'm triggered by my kids. I'm triggered by this behavior that I've been conditioned to be triggered by for the last, like, 30 years. So, oh, that makes sense. Having kids is the only reason I eat. Eat their leftovers over the kitchen sink. Live that life for years. Cold leftovers over the kitchen sink because you're too tired and exhausted to make your own food. Also, chicken nuggets, they kind of slap, so it works out. It kind of works out. I can't find my stuff because it's all packed up. So look, we're gonna break in a brand new case tonight. Why not? Why not? You only live once. Why not? Yeah, toddlers, they pull clothes, they pull hair. They need to be constantly touching you. It's hard. It's hard. Oh, I packed all my stuff up and went to my friend's house this weekend to work on eggs with my kids and her kids and her. Have I unpacked any of it from Saturday? No. Did I try too quickly? Yes. Could I not find where I stuck everything? Correct. It's so new and shiny. Oh. Oh. She's so fresh. She's so fresh. Look at her. So fresh and so clean, clean. So fresh and so clean, clean. She wanted... Oh, that's so cute. YOLOing like it's 2009. Oh, God. Remember when YOLO was such a thing? Remember when that had like a stronghold over everybody? And I was so old. I was like, is this like Carpe Diem? Are we just Carpe Dieming again? Is this what we're doing? For a long time, I didn't know if I was ever going to get old. And now that I'm starting to get old, I am really enjoying it. I like, it's always fun to be young and everything like that. But I kind of, the older I get, the more I really love having lived through, like, different decades and being able to be like, yeah, this was totally a thing in the 90s. Or, like, I remember, yeah, we had that in the 80s. And oh, God, yeah, those early 2000s, those were a time. Yeah, yeah. Oh, God, that's so 2015. Like, I love being able to do that. I love being able to do that. I love having, like, memories of all these different things from all these different little eras. All these little pop culture references that were a thing. You know? I don't know, I just like it. I like getting old. It's kind of fun. I'm kind of enjoying it. Oh yeah, Coney 2012. Do you remember what a freaking big deal that was? Do you remember? I didn't think I was gonna go past 25. I almost didn't. So, I'm happy to be still here, still kicking. Mental health was a really big struggle for me for a really, really long time. And I worked very hard to get to the place that I'm in now. And it is constant upkeep. And there will never not be upkeep. Like there will always have to be upkeep and maintenance done. And that used to really feel like a drag. Like it's like, you know how like when you go to the gym and you're like, I just want to go to the gym once and be in shape and never have to go again. It's like I kind of had that kind of mentality with it. It was like, you know, I've gone, I've done the work, I've done all this. I just want to not ever have these issues come up again. But the reality is it's not like that. It's like the gym. You gotta, the FOMO one. Oh. Yeah, I'm at 41 now. I didn't think I was going to see 30. So, for me, a lot of it was who I got to be careful who I'm surrounded with. Because if I'm not with good people, it gets real dicey really quick. If I'm with some real... Yeah. I gotta protect my peace. 'Cause it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Sometimes you just gotta let people be disappointed and mad at you. Because it's peaceful. It's so much more peaceful than like trying to pretend everything is fine when it's not fine, and that you're okay with things that you're not okay with. So sometimes people can just be disappointed and mad at you. And that's okay. 'Cause you're not responsible for other people's feelings. And you do not need to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. That took me a long time to learn, but oh my God. That life lesson was earned, let me tell ya. But limit? I don't have a limit. Silly phone, keep playing my pretty music. Keep playing my pretty music. Can you believe 2 hours just went past just like that? Just like that. Yeah, that was the big thing that I noticed too. Was just like, it started around 35, and once I hit 40, oh, forget it. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I used to care so much about things that did not matter. Not caring what men think. Oh, that was a revelation, let me tell you. Just not caring what anybody thinks anymore. Oh my goodness gracious. That was freeing, let me tell you. There's also this wonderful thing that happens where you get to a certain age where you just become invisible. Like, you are just invisible. You're not getting hit on anymore. You are old yesterday's news. And it is so glorious. No one talks to you. You don't have to do that awkward, like, oh, no, thank you. Like, they just leave you alone. They just leave you alone. It's so nice. Oh. God, is it ever nice to just be left alone? Yeah, you feel me. Yeah. You get it. You get it. You're feeling what I'm feeling. I know. I love it too. I love it so much. It's such a catch-22. I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, because I had friends that felt that way. Like it's hard because it's not something that I dealt with, and so I don't want to belittle it because I don't understand it. I had where I felt like like a sitting duck just all the time is the best way I can explain it. Like, I just always felt like I was a sitting duck. And it's just a very uneasy feeling, and just having to be aware and, and constantly having to judge, okay, how do I get out of this situation? If, he asks for my number and I say no, how am I, and you have your list of things that you're going to go through, because he's going to get more and more aggressive with every rebuttal. It's just going to get more and more aggressive, and like constantly having to be on edge and constantly having to be prepared for any and all situations. Like, so it's like, it's hard, it's so complicated. If I disappear into the void, I've probably fallen asleep. Yeah. Do you know what? You know what I noticed too? Like, my friends. This is what and this is just completely anecdotal. So there was people like me that would get attention and feel really uncomfortable and overwhelmed by it and not like it and just want to escape it. So then when we start getting older and the attention goes, we're like, oh, thank God. And then my friends that were kind of never really the ones to get a lot of attention, as they got older, it was just more of the same. And it was just like, yeah, whatever. I never got attention anyway. So it's not like they were ever. And, as you get older, you get more. You see the attention for what it is, and you realize that it's just like, it's nothing to be. Like, you're not, you didn't miss out on anything, so to speak. You know what I mean? And usually people end up finding, their person anyways, but. Or you find, other meaning in your life from somewhere, or you get married and still find other meaning elsewhere. But I found the friends of mine that like didn't get the attention when they were younger, they got older and it was just like, yeah, whatever, it's more the same, I don't care. And they're like not upset that they aren't getting attention, like they've, like you say, grown past it. And then people like me that are like relieved to not get attention. But I find the people that I know that really kind of, I don't know if enjoyed the attention is the right word, but I'll say kind of became dependent on it. When they start getting older, Oh, that look, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Yeah, that's what turning 40 felt like for me. I don't get perceived anymore, and it's so lovely. It's so relaxing. Going to a theater to see a new movie now makes you a hero. Oh, you need to explain. I'm intrigued. I need to hear this. I need to hear this. What is happening? Is it a good movie? Okay, my brother wants to go to a movie really bad, and he wanted he said he wanted to go to a movie with my kids, which is very sweet. I kind of told him straight up. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Audrey will. She doesn't do theaters well. I'm like, Eva's always down for a movie, and then I started laughing. I'm like, she really wants to go see the Barbie movie. If you're down for that, and he's like, how about Super Mario Brothers? I'm like, yeah, she'd probably like that. She'd probably really like that. I bought Grandma's stretchy pants for around the house, and now I wear them to the grocery store. That was the first thing I noticed. That was the first thing I noticed when I hit like 35, 40. I was like, I am so willing to look so ugly in public now. Like, I do not care. Like, it is hilarious. The clothing. Like, when I'm, like, dropping my kid off at school and then going to take, like, the dog to the kennel for the day. And I'm, like, going to get some groceries. Like, you guys, some of the outfits that I wear in public now. Oh my god. It's so great. I look crazy, I'm sure. Okay. I bet Eva would like that. Oh, as it was intended. Oh, that's funny. I love it when directors do that. They're really getting into that now, hey? Like, you have to go to a theater to see a movie. It's the only way to see a movie. This is art. And you're like, this is the 50th Marvel movie. It'll be okay. Emma, right? It's like life-changing. Life-changing. Oh, I'll wear like the boho pants and then like a stained sweatshirt with Mickey Mouse on it that we got in Disneyland, with my hair looking like some sort of alien creature piled up on the top of my head. It's a look. It's a look. Oh, if I'm going out, I'll do it up. But if I'm running around dropping people off in the mornings, oh, forget it. It's a mess. It's a mess. Pull them up over my chest. Oh, I have those. I have those. They're like the little, they're like boho-y little pants, and I can pull them up and make it like a one-piece jumper, or just leave them as pants. They're great. Jay, I feel like you need a pair of those, because you could be naked in your house and throw those on and have a whole outfit in a minute. If you get like your food delivered or something all of a sudden. You have a knock at your door. You go from being completely naked to a full outfit in like 3 seconds. Ask me how I know this. They're just they're just that large. To be fair, I don't know if mine were meant to be a one piece either, but if it works, it works. The heart wants what it wants. And sometimes it wants a one piece jumper, you know? Come back, come back, come back. All right, friends. I think I'm going to have to end the live because I've just seen a child run down the stairs. So I am going to have to bid you adieu and go see what is going on with that. And I will thank you for joining me tonight. Okay, you go upstairs. I'll be right there. I hope you have a great night. And I'm going to go and see what's going on with the Lilith one. And time, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. When in doubt, kenneler. Although if she hates other dogs, the kennel probably won't work. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I'm glad you caught us here tonight. Oh. I'm like, I have a dog that hates all dogs unless she's at the kennel. If she's at the kennel, she loves all the dogs and all the people. But if we go for a walk, forget about it. Maybe your dog will be like that. Okay, I'm gonna go see what's up with my little egglet. I will be on the Twitchy Witches tomorrow night to do some tarot. So I will wish you all a good night and or good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. And thank you for spending time with me, and I will see you tomorrow night on the Twitchy Witches for some tarot. Take care, make good choices, stay out of trouble, hydrate, wash your face, brush your teeth, take your meds. Speak nicely to yourself. Don't let any chads in the room, in your brain. And I'm going to go get a refill. Good night.